Hey, it's Prison Architect. I am Mr. Han, and this is my prison, which I've called the haanitentiary. Yeah, I know, it's awesome, right? So, I've built most of the types of rooms you can build. If we look at the rooms list, of course, have a lot of cells. I used to have a holding cell, but I didn't really want the prisoners holding each other, so I just built them all individual cells. It used to be this huge room, which now says laundry. Solitary, it's not really labeled, but it's these tiny, tiny cells with no lights. So, solitary sucks, which it's supposed to. Canteen's there's the kitchen, showers. I'm actually planning, I've got a shower here and here, I'm planning to do in these two corners as well once I build over there. Deliveries area is over here by the road. Garbage down below. Execution doesn't work. It's not really in the, it's sort of in the game, but it doesn't use it, so I haven't bothered to build one. Workshop is this huge area. It's mostly empty, but I do have a couple machines up here. Basically, you get sheet metal, you saw it into license plate size frames, and then you stamp it into actual license plates. And then at midnight, they all disappear and get sold. This table is where they put them at the end. They don't actually line up. The table's like shifted down a little further, which is unfortunate, but whatever. Security. I don't have a security office. I haven't actually unlocked that. That's if you want to have cameras. But I prefer to have my guards actually there. Because if something goes wrong with the camera, what are they going to do? Office. There's 5 offices because there's 5 different administrators right now. So the warden, security chief, psychologist, accountant, and then down here by the utilities I've got the foreman. So 5 offices. Infirmary. It's up here with my 1 doctor and my 1 bed. One of the grants requires you to hire at least 2 doctors to get the final 10,000 of the grant. So I hired a second one and then fired her because I didn't want to pay her. And this 1 doctor has had to do very little because I haven't had much for fights. We got a morgue up here with the slab in case anybody dies. That part's not really done yet. This is the Alpha 9 version of the game. So if somebody dies, they go and get put on a slab, and then they stay there forever. And if it's staff, like I had a cook get killed once, they still get a salary. I guess I made some common rooms. They're just like these little 2x4 things with some phone booths. I think they weren't using, the prisoners weren't using the phones if they were in an unzoned area or whatever. So I just named them common room. Got a big old laundry here. Visitation is here. Laundry and visitation. Well, I'm not sure when visitation was added. I hadn't played it for a few versions. And then cleaning cupboards up here. I've got a yard down here. I somehow missed that. There's yard. Yard and storage. I skipped. I've got 2 storage areas here because I don't want them storing it on the walkway. I've got 8 prisoners arriving. Right now I have 32, 2 blocks of 16. They're all low security. It calls it a couple different things. If you go to zoning, it's called minimum security. If you go to prisoners, they're called low risk. So I said, give me some normal risk, guys. I think I've got enough infrastructure, so that's going to fill in half this cell block up here when they show up in an hour and 15 minutes. So I got prisoners showering. Some of them are a little upset. They're upset about dirty clothes. So if you look, the bottom 3 cells don't have clean clothes. After the shower, it has to be scheduled time that says shower. Prisoners will go to their cell and put their clothes back on. So if you have the showers not attached to the shells, they can run the cells, I keep calling them shells, they will end up running across the outside area naked to go back to their cells and change. So like this guy changed into his fresh uniform and there's a dirty one there. So these 2, but these all didn't need one, I guess. That one did. So a bunch of these guys changed too. So what do we got? Free time now. So now they're doing whatever they want. Apparently there was a guy who wanted to get a little more clean. What's that? Oh, food trays. Gotta buy trays so the new prisoners can eat. Wow, there's actually some food out in the canteen already. So I'm gonna need some more guards. because otherwise these guys are going to sit here and wait. One more. Oops. Guards just magically show up instead of having to come in on trucks. Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Somebody's upset. Dirty clothes. Let's search that guy. Hopefully he'll get clothes today and he'll be happy tomorrow. I don't want to start rioting and busting stuff out. If I tell the guard to search him, he's like, oh, there's a guard here. I'm not going to bother him. Or I'm not going to complain and whatnot. So, my new prisoners are getting shown to these cells up here. What's he doing? He's going to go sit. And this guy... You need to have the psychologist to see their needs pop up. Otherwise you only know when they're upset about something. The nice thing is when they're working, they don't really complain about their needs. They only complain when they're in their cells or showering or having free time or whatever. So these guys were standing in the middle of the room because they didn't know what to do. But now there's uniforms here, so they're going to put those on the cells. We just bought some sheet metal for the workshop. It's kind of noisy. I'll zoom out a little more. So I've got 5 prisoners assigned to the workshop. If we go to jobs, so there's 5. I can have 20. That means 1 to each machine and then 1 to move stuff around. Whoa, somebody's got something. That little sound meant someone went through a metal detector. Let's pause that and figure out. If I go to my reports, jobs, I should see a search prisoner. No route to load ingredients in the cooker. That's weird. Is there a search prisoner? What? Oh, cool. Scroll does both of these. I don't see anyone that's being searched. I don't know where that went off. I've got metal detectors at the entrances to the cell blocks and the mess hall. So whenever the prisoners go through them, if they've got something metal or even something not metal, like drugs, the metal detectors go off and then the guards will find them and search them and be like, hey, what you got? So somebody's in lockdown. That's good. So there should be a dude in his cell with handcuffs on. It was this guy, Alex Batty. He had some contraband. Sometimes, so they'll take it away from him. Okay, it's in the cell. So they bagged it up so it's safe now. Sometimes the guards will take it away from the prisoner and then the prisoner goes in lockdown and then another prisoner's like, oh, look at this, and picks it up. So you can end up... I ended up with 3 guys in lockdown once for the same reason. Okay, Mr. Complaino. You're getting searched too, just like all these dudes that have contraband. So what did he have? He's being searched. I don't see anything. Somebody else probably just nabbed it. How are we doing on food? I don't really know what this means, but I'm going to assume it's okay. So these 2 dudes like both have stuff, or at least one of them does. Somebody searched this guy already? Come somebody? So if it's in its cell, that's good. Probably no one else is going to go in there. Oh, it's drugs! See, drugs set off the metal detector. Just a little silly. That dude was calling somebody. Stephanie? You don't look like a Stephanie. Drove way too fast. Run over 10 Hare Krishna. Sends to 50 point. This is probably like a 1,000 separator. She, yep. That looks like a she. Silver Star or effort. So this is written by someone who bought the game and paid extra to have a prisoner name. And they apparently did a girl even though all the prisoners are males. And usually a lot of them seem to have pretty bad spelling and grammar. So that's disappointing. I mean, if you're offering that stuff, it's sort of like weird to go and edit what people submit to you. 4 visitors and 2 groups. Okay, yeah, we're doing good on visitors. I've only got 1 table, which means I can only have 1 set of visitors on site at a time. This is a jail door, so a guard has to open it. So that guy came out of the kitchen. Is he stationed? Is no one stationed in there? No. Somebody was stationed in there, I thought. So this is where you can control where your guards are under deployment. You have to unlock this through research, which is here. So there's deployment. The security chief needs to research that. Oh crap, it went to bang up mode again. I hate that. It does that automatically sometimes. I don't think anything happens. Oh crap, I gotta turn off prisoner intake. I don't want any more prisoners right now. There we go. I want to make sure everything's running fine with the prisoners I do have. These guys are all assigned to laundry, but there's not enough work for them to do, so they're just going to chill in the middle of the room. Let's make sure that everybody's still assigned to the jobs I expect. Got a bunch of guys cleaning, bunch of guys laundry, but these dudes are cleaning. Some guys assigned to the kitchen, and like I said, 5 guys in the workshop. And then you can define the patrols for the guards. So if I had someone in the cleaning cupboard, he'd run around here, just like that dude in the laundry. If I put someone in visitation, he'd just walk up and down. Guys in the cell blocks walk up and down. Guys patrol around the shower, patrolling around the yard, and the guy in the workshop is just patrolling by the machines. So cool, right? Yeah, and even though your workmen are carrying sheet metal, if they go through a metal detector, they won't actually set it off. So this is... Oh, somebody... Why does someone always start to want to visit after visiting hours? Whatever, works out. Oh, yeah, I think this is a bug. Every time you load the game, the CEO's letter is back. You have to delete it. Or just leave it up there if you want. So, I like to keep my balance above 10,000 cases of emergency, but my income is 1,720, which is higher because I just got new prisoners, plus however much it is per license plate for every single of these license plates that we made in the workshop. So, we'll see what happens. Whoa, someone's upset. You got clothes right there, dude. Just wait till morning, you'll be fine. So you can get them to calm down by saying, hey guard, why don't you go... Where? Okay, never mind, he left. It's free time, he decided to quit complaining, I guess. He's gonna go sit. So when they want comfort, they just go sit in the canteen. I put a bench out in the yard for them to sit on. But, so I guess when they're scheduled for yard time, if they want comfort, they can sit. I also have TV and phone booth in the canteen in case, like, they're not hungry, but that it's eat time, so they have to be in the canteen. Okay. Sleep time, so everybody's back in their cells. And everybody's got clothes. The laundry doesn't always work all that well, because it doesn't give you enough clothes for all the cells, or even all the prisoners sometimes. So it counts up my license plate, sales. Oh man, we are helping out the state, and we got lots of cash money back for it. So, that's an intro to what's going on for Prison Architect. I'm gonna save it here, and then I'm gonna show you, in the next video, I'll show you some building, because I've got almost 5,000 to spend on building some stuff. So, if you liked it, keep watching. I'll show you what it's like to build and buy stuff and all that, and I'll tell you in the next video about where you can get this. See you then. Hope you like this, and watch the next one.